So I'm here in isolation, having maybe 1 or 2 conversations a day. I'm totally fine with that. I actually enjoy it. I find, having gone through different yoga programs and learnt about how sound and silence impact my system, I find that going into periods of silence is actually hugely beneficial, because when you cut down the number of words that you speak, you start to become more conscious of your thoughts. If you can completely go into silence, then your thoughts become so obvious to you, so clear to you, and it's very easy to start to break down some of the limitations that you've got. So silence is something that I appreciate, but I know that for many people it's very challenging, and it may feel to you like you just don't have anyone to talk to, and no one's there to listen to you, to listen to your problems. So if you're finding that conversations with friends just gives you more worry, more layers of worry, because they tell you what news they've heard, and they tell you how many people are suffering in hospital, how many people are dying, and it just creates that tension and stress in you that was there anyway, but it's doubling by talking to them. And the same thing maybe happens when you're watching the news. So you're looking for some kind of input that's going to actually have a positive impact on you. If silence itself is too much, too daunting at the moment, then you need some form of sound that's going to be beneficial and conducive. So listening to even music on the radio is not necessarily the best thing to do. There may be some songs that are real feel-good songs and make you want to sing and dance, and they really boost your energy. That's wonderful. Another thing that you can make use of is mantras and chants. So in the yogic system, we understand that mantras are significant not because of the meaning of the words, but because of the arrangement of the sounds and the impact that those sounds have on you. The way that the reverberations create a change within you. Isha have created an app which is called Isha Chants, and this is a wonderful resource, because by using the app you have access to so many different chants, and you're able to explore very easily, just by using your phone, the impact that these chants might have on you. If you go to the Isha Chants app, you'll find there are 8 different albums. The first of these is called Vairagya. Now Vairagya, Sadhguru has spoken about and said it's very wonderful if you can keep one of those chants playing constantly. You just have it going constantly in your life. There may be some times when you're really focused on it, and even if you're doing another activity, for example, you're cleaning a room, you're cooking your lunch or something like this, you can have the chant playing, because simply having it even playing in the background is going to have a positive impact on you. Within that first album, the Vairagya, there are different tracks with different significance. And one of these is Brahmananda Svarupa. So this is actually a consecrated mantra that helps to connect to Sadhguru, to connect to his energy and his grace. If you feel like you need to call on him, this is the way to do it. Another of the tracks is Shambho. Now Shambho is the gentle and beautiful manifestation of Shiva. So it's a very soothing sound. One that I really love is Guru Paduka Stotram, which is a devotional tribute in praise of the sandals of the Guru. I find this mantra very, very beautiful. I can listen to it for long periods. Those are some of the tracks that you can explore within Vairagya, but feel free to listen to all of them and see the impact it has on you. The second and the third album on the app are connected with the feminine aspect of the divine, with Devi. So if you feel more drawn to that aspect, then you can explore the second and the third albums. And the last section of the app might be interesting for you if you've been listening to Sadhguru's live darshans over the last few days, and you'll have been noticing that we've been chanting Yoga Yoga Yogishvaraya. And you might be curious to know what that is, or you may have enjoyed chanting it and want a bit more of that. So the last section of the app, you'll find that In between, there are, of course, other albums that you can explore. But I just wanted to talk through a few of them for you. And I also want to explain a few features of this app, which are really great. So one thing is that once you select a chant to listen to, it will play on a loop. So it will just play continuously until you tell it to stop. So you don't need to worry about stopping and starting. It will just keep going. But there's another feature which is like a stopwatch. So at the top right hand corner of your screen, you'll see this little clock, like a stopwatch. And if you click on that, then you can use a slider to choose how long you want the mantra to play for. So you can choose between 5 minutes and 90 minutes. So these two features are really great, because then you can have something accompanying you. You can decide how long for, so maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and it will just play and just be with you. So you'll be surrounded by sounds that are beneficial instead of sounds that are going to create turmoil within you. You can have sounds that will create harmony, peace, strength, balance within you, which is exactly what you need right now. So I hope that you make use of this as something to support yourself when you're home alone, and that you start to feel more at ease with the fact of being alone, and try to see what happens when you become conscious of your thoughts. This is a perfect opportunity to do that. As soon as this period of lockdown is over, I'll of course be back to normal teaching, and I'll be able to actually even teach you how to chant some of the mantras if you're interested. If you've enjoyed listening to them, then learning to chant them yourself is even more powerful. And I'll be back with teaching all the range of the Hatha Yoga programs as well. So I really look forward to that day. But until then, I'm thinking of you, and I'll keep listening to the questions that you're sending and the feedback you're giving me, and try to keep supporting you as much as I can from here.